Hey, deserving listeners, couples therapy, let's watch.
Excused himself to go downstairs. And I went downstairs and I said, are you okay? And he said, I just needed a moment.
You're laughing?
It's a fucking dry eraser color.
Well, I know. I actually think I said I don't care whatever color you want. I think is.
You see, yeah, he doesn't know that he doesn't know. So him answering this way, she will double down. Exactly. And this is completely in line with all the other material that we've been hearing and that I've been conceptualizing around him putting himself in the back burner, him waiting in the window. When you're doing that and you're constantly pleasing, you don't have any space for yourself. And if you do it chronically since you were young, you don't even know yourself. And so when you're asked a question, like, what color do you want to be? The only way you know how to answer the question is, well, what color do you want me to be?
It's a fucking dry eraser color.
Well, I know. I actually think I said I don't care whatever color you want. I think is what I said. And you were like, no, I want you to choose. And then I was like,
because I don't want to. That's extra work for me that I don't want to have to do.
Purple. I'm thinking green or purple.
Just.
But it's hard to choose between green and purple.
Yeah, it's interesting. I imagine that Molly is, because, they could have brought up anything, but Molly's bringing this up, I think, because she knows that it's related to the bigger picture, that one, she wants him to meet her, and two, she wants him to be in the room and to show his feelings. And if he can't do something as small as choosing a color, then they're doomed, right? But Molly, I think, is interpreting it the way a lot of people would, in that they would see Josh as just refusing to choose. That, of course, everyone can choose. Everyone knows what they want. Just say what you want. Not everyone can do that.
Can't you make a choice? Why? I mean, look where it...
So this is where Orna's approach falls short a little bit. Far be it from me to criticize from afar. If Orna were to watch me and my work, there would be, shortcomings of mine that she could absolutely point out as well. So there's that. But her approach, it's a very listening, humanistic, psychoanalytic style with some interpretations, pretty short interpretations that are sprinkled in important moments, and all that has worked thus far. But with the infidelity recovery education and with self-development, it's important, because if she continues to do this approach of, well, let's just draw people, I mean, maybe over time it would help, but Molly is rational. She's going to get a lot of support from her friends and others. If she says this story, they're going to say, yeah, why wouldn't he choose? That's weird. Why is he that's emblematic of the whole relationship? Why doesn't he do something? Why is he avoiding himself? Why is he choosing to defer all the time? Doesn't make any sense. And some education is necessary there to stop her from assuming that he's choosing to do this.
Us when you couldn't make a decision about whether we should have a third child or not.
Right. So she's bringing up the rest of the iceberg. Sure, choosing a color, not a big deal, but that's just tip of the iceberg. When we were deciding as to whether or not we're going to have a third child or not, you couldn't say either way. So this is emblematic of our relationship. And the conclusion I think that Molly has is that he withdraws and then will be impacted by things because he doesn't participate, and then secretly gets angry and then withdraws, and then that hurts her.
The one thing that I have asked for in our marriage that I have said will make me happy is to talk with me about what he wants or what he thinks so that we can do things together.
Yes, I'm so glad that she's able to articulate it that way, because I don't think it has been that clear in the footage that we've seen. They've said a lot of things around this and close to that, but that's very concise, the way that she said it. I want him to tell me how he feels so that we can have a relationship where we're both getting what we want, or we can do things where we're together on things. Let's rewind that.
Is to talk with me about what he wants or what he thinks so that we can do things together.
All right, just chiming in here, the rest of this video will be for members of the YouTube channel. So if you want to see this whole video, click the join button. Otherwise, please take care of yourself, truly, because you deserve it. You truly do.